Hello and welcome to this special presentation on NDTV 24/7. Now, as part of our election yatra that we undertake for each election, we have now decided to concentrate on a very, very important aspect. To know the mood of the young voter, the women, because if you speak to the political stakeholders, you will have a very templated response, a BJP, a Congress, an Aam Aadmi Party, issues that they have templated for you. But what is on the mind of the first time voter, the women, the young adults? What is their vision? What is their dream? And what is their expectation of their political bosses? So as part of that initiative, we are bringing to you the young voters of Vadodara in this special panchayat, special chopal. Let me quickly introduce them one by one. Your good name, ma'am?
Gunjan Soni.
You are from Vadodara?
Yes, I'm from Vadodara itself.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, my name is Bhumi Shah. I'm from Maharashtra.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for how long have you been in Baroda?
I'm being from 5 years.
For 5 years you've been here. What about you?
My name is Divya Jadhav. I'm from Baroda.
Born and raised? Fantastic. What about you?
My name is Mandeep Singh. I am from Chandigarh, Punjab.
So that means you're not a voter here?
No. I am doing first time voting here.
Oh, so you are a voter. You'll be voting here for the first time. How long has it been in Vadodara?
In 8 years.
8 years you've been in Baroda. Huh? So you'll be a first time voter. Interesting to hear your views. What about you?
My name is Arpit Saxena and I belong to the Vadodara only.
And you're going to vote for the first time or the second time?
No, the second time.
The second time. Okay. What about you?
Myself Nilesh Solanki from Baroda only. Myself Deepak Soni, I am from Baroda.
Okay.
My name is Patel Tarun. I am from Mahisagar.
Okay. Yeah.
Myself Asu Patel. I am from Mahisagar.
Okay. And what about you?
I'm Mandeep Singh. I'm from Vadodara itself.
Born and raised?
No, I was born in Hoshiarpur, Punjab, but since 92, my family and I am living in Vadodara.
And when were you born?
In 91.
So you are, for 1 year you were in Punjab. For the rest of your,
For 6 months.
For 6 months. The rest of your life you've been here. So you're
yes.
a Gujarati.
Pure.
Let's go with that. Huh?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Ma'am, I'm going to come to you and ask you not about your political preference, but what according to you is that big poll issue that is on your mind as far as your city is concerned?
Women's safety, because
Women's safety.
yes, in the whole India we have a perception that Gujarat.
Yeah, I was meaning to ask you because there is this perception when we did our UP Yatra, a lot of women said that we like to go and work in Gujarat and Maharashtra because we feel safer there. And you are saying that safety is an issue here also?
From last 2 to 3 years, I feel so because there are some rape incidents that have been reported in the Vadodara itself or in the villages itself. So I believe safety is the first and foremost issue. Women's safety, because if a woman is safe, a country is safe. So women's safety is the biggest issue for me.
And it's interesting that you say that this is a recent issue. You never felt unsafe earlier.
No. I did my schooling, my college. At that time, everything was safe. But I guess, the people are like being from same state. Like in MP, there are rape cases in Delhi. But now in Gujarat, I also feel the cases have been increasing. Some are reported, some are unreported. Some cases are such that a girl is not able to tell to his parents or her parents. So that are also the cases over here which have been reported in last 2 years. So women's safety is the issue for me.
Okay, this is very, very significant. What about you?
Yeah, I'm agree with the ma'am that women's safety is a big issue at Gujarat because we are not at all feeling safe over here because we are facing the same problems about the health issues and one means we can just say that women are not safe in Gujarat.
What about you?
Same to ma'am.
Okay, women's safety.
That according to you is the big issue.
Yes.
If you could elaborate, why do you feel, this is a perception or do you feel this way personally? See, there are two different things. One is that you're being told that Gujarat is becoming unsafe for women. The other is that you have had some personal experience because of which you have come to this conclusion. What has happened with you? Do you feel that this is more of a perception? You are feeling this way, that it is unsafe?
No, sir.
Okay. I want to ask you this question. Do you feel that this is a feeling that women have in Baroda specifically, young women, or there is something that they are personally experiencing, changing over the past few months, because of which they have arrived at this conclusion. One is a general conversation. The other is for you to feel that way because you've experienced it.
Oh, so it's not a perception, first of all, because we have seen such incidents. The one incident I remember was 3 to 4 months back. That was in the Navlakhi ground. A girl was literally, like बोलते हैं ना, गायब ही हो गई थी. And I live in the same area. For 2 nights I was not able to sleep. I was just thinking, where is the girl? Because I have a daughter. I know how hard it is for a mother, or it is for my mother to feel that my daughter is missing from the home. So she was missing from the ground. It was a security guard was sitting over there. It was 7 o'clock in the night. So 7 o'clock, if a woman is not safe at 7 o'clock, you imagine the situation at 2 o'clock. So this is not a feeling. This is a recent incident. So I don't remember other incidents. I have not personally felt anything. But see, these things are like सबके साथ तो हो भी नहीं सकती.
Correct.
And होनी भी नहीं चाहिए.
Correct.
But once you see such thing, you have a feeling that I should not go out by this time because in that particular area, right? And that is a city area.
I think this is a very important point that you're saying, because this assumption all over the country that Gujarat and Maharashtra is safer for women. If women here also nurse this feeling that they are not feeling safe, then this is a huge letdown.
Definitely it is, because I have been to Delhi, I have been to UP, I have been to MP. So situation there is worse. I know, because I have seen the people literally are staring at me. I mean, why do you want to stare at me? There are walls, there are floor. Why do you want to stare at women? But that is not the case in the Gujarat, definitely. But there are such incidents. But definitely Gujarat is better than those states, but it is not that better what people think.
Okay. So small mercies that it's not as bad as other states, but you would want it better, especially because you felt safer earlier and don't feel as safe now. Okay, that's an important point. What about you? As a first time voter in Gujarat, what are your issues?
Education for all.
Education for all. Is that not already happening?
No, it's not. Because nowadays education is becoming more extremely necessary for all. Because if there is no education, there is no employment. And if the more and more people are uneducated, then there is no future of the youngsters who are coming.
Unemployment is an issue for you. How many people think unemployment is an issue for youngsters? You feel the same way. What about you? You also feel the same way. I mean, again, I would say this is a myth buster. Gujarat considered safer for women. The lady right here says that not anymore, not as much as we used to feel earlier. Gujarat is considered that enterprising state where you have more entrepreneurs than people seeking a job. You are saying unemployment is a big issue here. I mean, I don't get it.
Because nowadays many of colleges and institutes charging very high fees, so everyone can't afford that fees. So, and the colleges also promises that they will give high packages placement, and it's not happening. The company will select the candidate, and the candidate will throw out from a job in only the 6 months. So this is a big issue.
Okay. What about you?
The unemployment is there because in nowadays the engineers and the technical fields people are increasing day by day. But the jobs for them is not increasing because it's the limited seats you will get, and for that the competitions also increases. But due to the competition, the people can't survive, and the unemployment is not depend on that particular person. It depends on their whole family, and the family also belongs to that. So the unemployment should be focused because the whole family and the whole structure is going according.
See, the whole thing. Yeah.
Nowadays, the people who are belong to SC and ST, they are doing more their arakshan as compared to generals, because they will the deserving candidate doesn't get the job as they get through the SC and ST. So this is the very big challenge issue for the.
Okay. You see, one of the things that was spoken about in Gujarat is that you become job creators rather than job seekers, and that is why the entrepreneur spirit of Gujarat would make all the difference. But if within this Gujarat there is this sentiment that unemployment becomes a huge issue, and there is CMIE data to back this claim that a lot of the youngsters are saying, then do you feel that it adequately gets represented in the election? unemployment and safety as issues?
Unemployment, mostly political parties talk about unemployment, but it is never focused. No political party or no government ever work for the unemployed people. An individual spends 20 years to earn a degree. After that, he has to hold a resume and roam in the market. The last thing an individual does is migrate from one city to other. Migration is also one of the biggest issue.
No, migrate into Gujarat or migrate outside Gujarat?
Migrates out of Gujarat to other states, out of India.
Oh, this is a very, very serious. So you're saying that a lot of this, in this education hub, you are saying that there are a lot of people who basically want to attain education so that they are fit enough to migrate outside Gujarat, even outside the country.
That's absolutely correct, because the people who are having skills, they are not getting the job as per their requirement. Secondly, the reservation is one of the biggest issue that is rising nowadays. The person who has somewhat 70, 80 or 90%, just because he or she does not have reservation or they fall into the general category, they never get employment. But the people who are scoring 45, 50% but with some sort of reservation, they are getting the job. So what the general category is not going to do?
Okay, here is the thing. You have raised a lot of issues, so have these gentlemen and the ladies. But do you feel that these issues get converted into political issues, thus influencing votes? Or is that already pre-decided in Gujarat for the past 27 years?
The thing is very simple. When it comes to the voting, while voting, 90% of the people forgets what the issue is. They simply vote for their favorite leader, their favorite political party. They forget each and everything, that whether unemployment is there, inflation is increasing, recession is there. They just give up on everything and they say, okay, I like this person, I'll be voting for this person. But why you are voting, no one thinks about it. So simply it disappears from the mind
So
of people.
voting is an irrational decision according to you?
It is.
Okay. What about you? Your good name?
My name is Sagar.
Okay. You are from Vadodara?
From MS University as a student of sociology.
And is this the first time that you are going to vote, or have you voted earlier?
No, this is my first time to vote.
Okay. What are your issues, young man?
I think the one of the biggest issues is unemployment in India, the rising. As Sir said, that like the OBC and like casteism is one of the biggest issues. You want to equal everyone, that the people who are more talented didn't get job, and the smaller one who are coming on ST or SC get jobs. So like the people
You know, a lot of people over here, youngsters, are kind of commenting on the merits or demerits of reservation, the risk that one runs when you are dealing with a subject like reservation is to not have a counter view. So I wish I had someone who could give the other side of the story also. But ma'am, thank you so much for joining us. Your name?
Anmol Patil.
And what according to you is, again, as I'm telling everyone, I'm not interested in knowing who you are going to vote for. I'm more interested in knowing what your issues are. What comes to your mind when you will vote?
Okay, so first of all, nowadays there is more in general and ST and SC types. In our college also, the scholarship is first for ST and SC people, and for general people they are taking afterwards. But in today's day, general ST and SC people are high. So I think so that
But you do know that in a social order, they were really left out, and that's why the need was required for a reservation to exist, to bridge this divide or bridge this gap.
I know that in nowadays it is going ST SC very high level, and in general they are going low.
Okay. So this is an important point being raised, reservation again and again. But as I said, the debate will not be complete unless I get a counter view on someone representing the point as to why this is happening and why it must continue in this form. or if there is a change that is required, how should it go about? You wanted to come.
Like you are saying that Gujarat is providing the entrepreneur, but nowadays more and more people are eagerly towards move to the foreign countries. Why? Because in here the person who are more able and they have
No,
more
you're saying the migration outside of Gujarat, outside of this country. Huh.
Yes, because nowadays the people who have skills, who have knowledge and who want to secure their future, they are moving towards the other countries because the other countries providing them the benefits which are not getting here.
But wasn't this always the case?
This
Or
is-
is this a recent phenomenon according to you?
This is the recent, as you take 5 to 6 years, is the most recent case because more and more people are focusing to going towards out. In our college, there are 36 students, but from 36, 28 are moving outwards because they are saying that there is no income and source of income is not more in Gujarat.
Okay.
One of the major reason is they will not get the enough pay for that work. Like the engineers are not getting the 20,000 or 30,000 jobs in the Gujarat state. And if you will migrate from other state like in Maharashtra or as well as in Tamil Nadu, there are the automotive industries are there. So you will get the lot of many pays. And
Despite the fact that Gujarat is quite an industrial state.
yes, but here engineers are available in the lots of quantity. So they will get the jobs like for the 6 months and they leave the jobs. So the other person get the jobs, and because of that the particular skilled persons are not getting in the industries. So they are not getting according to pay on that.
Okay. What about your views?
So my point of view is corruption. I want to say about corruption that if you see, we can find that corruption is everywhere. For example, if you want to take an admission in a school or a colleges, you have to pay a very big high amount of fees. And in India, if you find we are having very, very talented persons by people, but they don't get a chance to show their talent because of
You're
the
saying corruption
ruling.
remains a big issue.
Yeah, in India.
No, in India, but in Gujarat specifically?
Yeah, Gujarat also there are very much big issue for Gujarat also, sir. Corruption is
In which sector?
every sector, sir. You can find it. If you want to apply for government paper or any work, you have to pay a very big amount of money.
You see, corruption has been made into this big issue by the latest political entrant, the Aam Aadmi Party, and even the Congress. They say paper chhoot jata hai, which means paper leak happens, and obviously the papers are available for against a fee, which is corruption. Do you think that this resonates enough with the youngsters to be able to exact some sort of change on the day of the voting, or will voting remain the way it is?
I think the voting would remain as it is because
Why is that so? I mean, here is a situation where you are highlighting 10,000 problems and each of them is adding to this rider that voting will remain the same.
Yes, because the thing is like as my colleague has said that voting is irrational. So I think I should agree with that point because problems are there, but no one dare to come from front and speak to the political leaders about
Why?
the problems. Because they thought that they had a fear. Because have you seen in Delhi, the person who came bulldozer goes and
So people here fear the bulldozer
yes,
action.
They might be. I think this might be a case because because of this fear they are not coming front to speak and all. And as my colleague has said, the corruption. I had seen many cases that government has decided and implemented many policies for the welfare of the people, but many people are taking misuse of that. The person who is eligible for the policies, they are not getting the benefited, and the person who is self-sufficient and funded also, they are taking misuse of those policies, government policies.
Okay. You were telling me about you coming from a rural background and what issues are critical for you. तो उस पर आप क्या कहेंगे?
हिंदी में
हाँ बिल्कुल.
ऐसा देखे जाए तो जो काम जिस सिटी में हो रहा है वो गवर्नमेंट है वो गांव में करती नहीं है. पहला तो हो रहा है अपन जिस तरह होना चाहिए वो होता नहीं है. और जो किसान को मिलना चाहिए गांव में, किसान में कई बार जाता हूँ देखता हूँ गांव में किसान को मिलना चाहिए वो इतना मिलता नहीं है. वो सिटी में आए वो मिलता नहीं है तो उसके कारण बेरोजगारी बहुत हो जाती है.
एक आम धारणा ये होती है, दिस जनरल परसेप्शन दैट बीजेपी इज अ सिटीज स्पेसिफिक पार्टी और गांव देहात में कांग्रेस पार्टी ज़्यादा बेहतर करती है. ये नोशन को आप किस तरीके से देखते हैं?
ऐसे कुछ कहा ना जा सकता,
हाँ.
पर ऐसे जो पार्टी है सभी गांवों में अलग अलग पार्टी होती है, ऐसा नहीं है फिक्स सभी गांवों में कांग्रेस हो सकता है, बीजेपी, ऐसा नहीं है. पर काम होना जो होना चाहिए वो होता नहीं है, बीच में वो करप्शन हो जाता है.
जी, आप क्या कहेंगे?
गांव में जब हम जाते हैं तो वहाँ हम देखते हैं, लेकिन वहाँ उतनी प्रगति होती नहीं है जितनी सिटी में होती है. गांव में हम देखते हैं ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम, वाटर सप्लाई वो कम्प्लीटली होता नहीं है. जैसे सिटी में भी होता है, कम्प्लीटली नहीं होता.
So there is a very clear urban-rural divide in terms of expectation.
हाँ, गांव में हम देखते हैं, लेकिन उन किसानों को उनका जो जितना मिलना चाहिए वोल्टर उतना नहीं मिलता नहीं है. और जो ग्रांट आती है गांव को लोगों के लिए वो उन तक पूरी पहुंचनी चाहिए, लेकिन वो पहुंचती नहीं है उनके तक.
What would you have to say about this urban-rural divide?
It is indeed true that the division between or the gap between the urban and the rural is too big, because in rurals, as he said, that the farmers are not getting the enough amount of the crop they are growing. Secondly, the farmers, it is the responsibility of government to provide to buy the crops on MSP and everything, but at the end farmers have to move to the cities with their crops and grains and everything to sell to the people directly, which might affect their livelihood because they won't be getting the rate as decided by the government. So again, the farmers' issues is also there, but when we focus on the cities, we avoid these things, and that is what I previously said, that while voting, these all issues disappear from the mind of the voter, and they simply vote for their own leader.
Okay, now for some realpolitik, let me ask you some questions on this latest entrant, the Aam Aadmi Party. Do you feel that in Vadodara, Aam Aadmi Party is a factor?
Aam Aadmi Party came into existence in a few years before, and they shine when they won the election in Delhi as well as in Punjab. But when it comes to Gujarat, they are here just to break, or they are here just to spoil the vote bank of the major political parties, that is BJP and Congress.
Both or just one?
Both. As recently Mr. Arvind Kejriwal said that Congress won't be winning, but he did not say anything about the BJP, whether BJP is winning or not. He even did not mention that whether the Aam Aadmi Party is forming the government or not. So Aam Aadmi Party is there in the election, but I feel it is just a showcasing thing, nothing else.
Do you think politically these political parties are trying to cancel one another? For instance, the BJP does not consider Aam Aadmi Party as a force. Aam Aadmi Party seems to be saying don't vote for Congress because they will not win. So each of these parties is trying to cancel one another.
These parties are trying to cancel one another, it's a fact. But the major thing is none of the political parties talking about the development or what kind of benefits they are going to give to the people of Gujarat after forming the government. They are not talking about anything. They are just like, okay, this person is not doing this political party is not worth enough. So they just want to cut each other, but they are not talking about the people and the benefits the people will get after they form the government.
Okay, last 2 minutes, and I'm going to again come back and circle back to that main and crucial point. What will be the issues when the youngsters will go to vote, particularly the women? So let me come back to you again. What according to you will remain that big thing in your mind when you go and vote, on the day you vote? वोटिंग के दिन सबसे बड़ा इशू आपके मन में क्या होगा जिसको सोच करके आप वोट डालेंगे?
मुझे वही इशू है जो गवर्नमेंट जॉब जनरल को 50 या 500 रुपीज़ भरने होते हैं फॉर्म के, बाकी ST/SC लोगों को होते हैं फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. फिर भी हमें जॉब नहीं मिलती, गवर्नमेंट जॉब ज़्यादातर. तो ये क्यों नहीं मिलती, वो उस पर ज़्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए.
What about you?
मैं तो सिर्फ डेवलपिंग इंडिया जैसे देख रहे हैं 5 years बैक और अभी का इंडिया बहुत ज़्यादा डेवलपिंग हो रहा है. तो ये एक मुद्दा लेकर मेरा वोट डालने जाओगे. Developing India, and that is genuinely developing.
Is it India is genuinely developing in the past 5 years?
So
And that is a poll issue for you.
yes, definitely. और एक चीज़ कहना चाहूँगी, पहले हम इंडिया से बाहर जाते थे कोई कुछ भी वर्क करने या फिर कुछ करने, तो उतना कुछ हमें वैल्यूज़ नहीं मिलती थी. लेकिन जब से बीजेपी और जब से नरेंद्र मोदी जी का है इतना वर्चस्व, तो हम कहीं भी आउट ऑफ इंडिया के बाहर भी जाते हैं तो हमारा लाइक इट्स दे आर इंडियंस, मतलब वो जो एटीट्यूड है वो जो है, और हमारा जैसे इंडिया डेवलप हो रहा है वो चीज़, वो मेन पर्सपेक्टिव लेकर मैं ये बार वोट डालने जाऊँगी.
Thank you so much. It is absolutely enriching to hear the views of women voters, young voters, first-time voters, those with a little bit of experience and what issues that they have. Just puts everything in perspective. So thank you so much for educating me on what issues really matter in an election. Thank you very much. With that, it's a wrap in this special broadcast, but news continues on NDTV 24/7.